Hello, hello, hello. You must be the one my friend spoke of. Hello there. Who am I? Oh, my name isn't important. Not at all. I'm just a witch. One of magic, at least. Which wouldn't really be correct, as I started recently. So recently, at least. You know. Not recently. A couple years, but it takes a long time to learn this kind of stuff, you know. Oh, I'm sorry, where are my manners? I'm actually not allowed to tell new, or at least new returning customers my name for a while. Some hozzy-bozzy about getting your name stolen if I don't know you're a fae or something, you know. Standard stuff. But you came at the recommendation of that Kitsune, and, well, I tend to trust him quite a bit. He's helped me get quite a few things that are relatively hard to get. And yes, that's what happens when you have someone who can teleport to the edges of Earth instantly. He has made me quite a few supply runs. So, I figured I owed him something, and he told me you were feeling not so great, so I figured it was fair. Now, is there anything you need? A potion made? Something hexed? Cursed? Or, you know, maybe just someone to talk to. I can do it all. I'm not picky at all. It's fun to help others, as long as I can trust them. Would you like me to brush your hair? As you can see, I've got quite the wild set here on myself. Especially for someone like me. Oh, I'm non-binary, but I was born a male. So, you know, having hair down to the back of my neck and all the way, as you can see, down past my mouth isn't too common, but it's no magnificent locks. I've only started growing it recently. Your hair is fine. I actually really like it. It's cute. Even if the color is not so much to my taste. I could give you this potion here. Yes, the bottle is plastic. I found this wonderful company who makes them in nice high quality plastic and not like cheap flimsy water bottle type plastic or like, you know, soda bottles or anything. They're just the right size too. 10 ounces. Come on. I want to change the color of my hair. I think you'll enjoy this too. Plus, I'm just showing you it's safe. You only need a little to change it. Come on. There you go. Strawberry blonde. That's quite the color. Yeah, it's nice. It's, nice. So, you want your hairbrush too? Combed even? Yes, of course. It's beautiful, quite honestly. The cats are running around again. What to be a witch without a cat, you know? A few of them, in my case. You know. Gotta have someone to chase off the mice. Because I'm not doing it myself. We'll put this down for now. I'm gonna have a bit more. Because it doesn't last too long. It's rather sweet, right? Tastes like strawberries. Yeah, well, I mean, of course, to create a potion that makes your hair strawberry blonde, given the rule of... I don't know, quite honestly. But the recipe required actual strawberries. It's very sweet. I'm sure you noticed. The blonde... just some golden flakes, you know. Then a few base ingredients. Do you care if I brushed your hair too? Oh, there it is. I've got some other things in here. No peeking. I went through a little list of things to make sure I had on me before I, actually came over here. Yes, the Kitsune did want to make sure you had a good time, so he owes me big. I'm kidding. He's lovely. I guess they're lovely. What gender are they? I've never asked them straight up. They come off male, but they could be non-binary. They could be female if they wanted to. Or maybe they are. I don't know. You don't know either? You never really asked, but you assume they're male? I mean, I would too, to be honest. He seems like the type. And I'm assuming you being, the person who loves him so much. If he wanted anyone to know who to call him the correct gender as, it would be you. Mainly goes by he. Well, at least to all our knowledge, he's a he, but if there's a month to come out as anything else, this month, right? I'm personally of the opinion that every month should be Pride Month. Every month should be History Month for every race and people. But, unfortunately, I don't have that kind of power. Supply and demand, and I don't have the demand. I'll put this comb down now. Now, there is something he told me about you. I'll see if I can find it here. Perfect. This brush should remind you of him. Yes. Yeah, it's it appears to be a paintbrush, but I mean, you saw when I pulled it out, the bristles are pink and green. That's because they're not bristles. They're your liver. Just a bit of it. A few select folded over of tail fur that he gave to me. We've been working on collecting and making this brush for about the period of 4 months. Yeah, well, he does have a winter coat that sheds, and all the fur still does have that magic to it. But unfortunately, not much actually comes off his tail. So it took a while. This is... Jesus. quite a few strands. Well over 50,000. Admittedly, that is doubled up. Maybe closer to 25,000, about 12,000 strands from each tail. We did end up just cutting some of it short, so if at some point you noticed he had shorter tail fur, sorry. But, what's the point? Oh, come on. An enchanted brush that can instantly heal and make anyone and you don't see a use for it. It's basically anesthetic. You just wipe this under someone's nose and they start feeling sleepy because they're getting a whiff of both the healing magic and the sleeping magic. He hasn't put you between his tails before and made you fall asleep easy. Yes, many times. Exactly. I am going to limit your exposure, though. But there was a reason we made this. We did have a few things we wanted to give to you at the end of the night, and, well, he couldn't think of a better time with how you've been feeling lately. We've both understood that you don't feel great recently. Stress, sometimes just losing people around you, friendships, lives, it all happens. And sometimes something to just make the pain go away in a nice, easy, non-addictive way is that if you feel like you can't sleep, tickle under your nose and put the brush away. Easy. It's quite beautiful, though. It does look quite nice. And the metal is silver. The handle is burnished pine. It's quite lovely, to be honest. I'm jealous. If I had a partner and they took this good care of me, I'd never let them go. And to be honest, he's told me about his plans with you. I think he agrees. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I don't know when he's gonna do it. But I consider you lucky, having such a devoted creature. If I wanted something that nice and devoted, make it and summon it, make sure I did everything right. You were just a lovely person and it paid off. Lovely. Well, let's put this to the side. Ooh, right. These are something much simpler, but we both saw them online when we were browsing, and we agreed these would be great for you. They're little enamel pins. They're not magic or anything. Well, until I put my hands on them, that is. Or else he would have just given them to you himself. But now, whenever you touch these little enamel pins, they're lovely. As you can see, they're little Kitsune pride pins. Yes. Made by a gal named Roxy. They're very plain until we touch them up. Oh, not to say they're actually, plain. They just weren't magic. It's quite amazing what a quick little hex can do. Now, whenever you touch to the enamel pins, what seems like just metal will almost come to life and act like fur. You can't hear it, but you can feel it. You can feel the tails. You can feel the fur around the neck, the softer, shorter hair on the head and on the legs. This little non-binary pride one is so cute. Little guys walking. Sit down over there. We also have the gay pride one. It uses the more traditional set of colors for the gay pride flag. The rainbow before it was added onto and made into the Progress Pride. And they weren't selling any, or else we would have got that. And unfortunately, due to me having to order it, just because, you know your Kitsune, he doesn't really have a card. He just has on-hand cash. And I didn't have much in my account. We could only get 2. But it ran us a nice little penny. We got them enchanted up. And this little gay pride one is so cute. I love the little differences on textures on each tail. You even put your nose up to it. You can kind of smell the foxiness to it now. Well, Kitsune is. I don't know. I'm a witch. I practice with enchanting and hexes and potions. If I wanted to become a writer or a spokesperson, I would have done that. But I found this to be a lot more enchanting. Oh, right. Besides just being kind of cute and feeling kind of fluffy when you put your fingers across it, both of them have special enchantments. Something to make them a bit more standoutish. I'm sorry. Well, sometimes staying up late does have its draws, and seems like the nighttime is the only time you're available recently. But they are enchanted. Oh, it's very simple. Whenever you put the pin on someone who isn't you, they're enchanted to not work on you. Mainly because, well, these ones we got to represent you, well, yeah, they work. Non-binary, gay. Well, given how you are, I'd assume non-binary and gay would work well. Well, technically this pin, when you put it on someone else, does just make them love men, so theoretically if you are to put it on a woman or a non-binary, it's not really gay. It's just loving boys. Though loving boys is the best way to love, in my opinion. In a non-binary one, this one was a bit interesting. I have a little golden pin cover on it. The thing on the back you pinch to put it on. That's actually the enchanted part of this one. So you can actually transfer the power of this one onto the gate pin too. All you need is to take it off and swap it with one of the basic metal ones on the gate pin. And all it does is, well, quite simply, you just don't feel gender anymore. If you have any strong feelings for being a man or being a woman, it neutralizes it. And seeing as that seems to fit you, it's more or less just extra feeling yourself I guess. It's a bit hard to explain. For anyone else, you combine the two and, well, probably have someone who, if you flirted with, they'd be a bit interested in you. They're basically together a couple pins you can put on some friend and just screw with them a bit. It's nothing serious. It's nothing that's gonna make them attracted to you. They'll still just be themselves. They'll just have a more varied opinion until you take the pin off. And I would recommend telling them about the effect, at least during or afterwards. It'd be a bit rude to change someone's sexuality for a while and not tell them why they felt that way. While sometimes it is fun to watch someone question themselves, it's also rude if you did it with magic and didn't say anything. Next thing you need is not to have like 12 sexually confused friends all asking you why they felt gay with just you. It'd be quite weird. You understand? Perfect. And I've only got one more thing left for you. Time flies, doesn't it? I've got this potion. Yes, this one's just for you. Well, this potion is a little special. It makes you mimic being a kitsune. Powers and all. I'm sure you noticed, but, your kitsune hasn't been so hot into transforming you lately. Just comes with the time of year, actually. I mean, we know he's stronger during the winter. And he likes to stay out of the sun more in, like, July, August, June, summer months. So me and him figured a little bit of kitsune for the transformation potion, a little bit of tough stirring, and boom, a transformation potion for you. Here you go. And you don't need to drink that much to get the solid effect. All you need to do is fill up the cap. It's a standard bottle cap for a soft drink. And all you do is fill it up and drink it. And for the next 8 hours, you will be a kitsune. Power mimicry and all. You'll be equally as strong as him. Yeah. Well, it's more for an even playing around thing when you, I don't know. Use it however you want. Treat yourself to feeling powerful. No. Kitsune and kitsune snuggle session or any other thing you want. It's all up to you. I'm not one to judge. Now, he did tell me you were going to be paying me a little cash for this. I'm kidding. Jesus. No. Like I said, were you not listening? He did all the supply runs for all this stuff. He has thousands, millions in raw assets. Minerals, assets. Like I said, I'm not one to go write a play or a book or anything else. My concept of words is a little... So, yeah. You can just take all this stuff and have a good time. Go home, rub the brush under your nose, fall asleep. Maybe if he's there, tickle his nose with it and fall asleep together right before we go to bed. Because it does take about 2 minutes to take effect. Grab some of your potion, fill the cap up, swallow the potion, and boom. Full-blown Kitsune nap together for 8 hours. And trust me, you will remember through your sleep. It's quite fun. I mean, I did need to test it. Yes, it actually was exceptionally useful with casting, by the way. So, if you ever want to try to train to be a witch and you need something to make you inherently better for a while, try some of this. It's gonna be weird casting as a fox compared to a human, but it'll be easier. The lack of some digits is the main downside, though. Really, really makes holding a wand odd. Well, that being said, I hope your walk home is pleasant. I would recommend keeping all this stuff in a satchel or a bag if you have one. Otherwise, most of this stuff can just fit in pockets. The brush won't have any effect outside of your hand. The pins don't work unless they're being worn. And, just with the potion, I'd recommend putting it in your pocket. And we have made a deal. You are free to come back. Hang out with me if you so please. I could always see about making you some very nice stuff. I love making friends, and I absolutely adore this Kitsune. And maybe you can come back as a Kitsune and we can do a little magic together. Sounds fun. Well, you have a pleasant walk home. Or you could teleport home. Say magic is him. Oh, yes, no. I hope you get home safely and sleep well. Have a good night.